welcome race fans here tonight as getting ready to hit the good old famous here of good old World Center of Racing. It's going to be a fun race here tonight after a long week of season opener here with Area 51. Freaky Fast would like to bring you the last race of the week of their season opener here with the SSS Super Speedway Series racing here on Sunday night. It's going to be a fun race, and we're going to see if we can have a different winner, if we'll have a back-to-back winner, but we'll see how this all lays out, and hopefully we'll not see the big one, but well, we're at Daytona, so we all know how that all pans out. Normally we're going to see the big one. We'll see the big one. But, all right, well, with that being said, I am going to be accompanied here by with Zach Hall, known as Captain Crunch, and a special guest in the booth with me tonight is going to be Cedric Hunter, or I don't know what to call him.
Damn, I don't have a nickname?
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll come up with something. But hey, everybody, how's it going tonight? Thanks for tuning in, and get ready to have some crazy action here at the Daytona International Speedway as we seen Thursday night. What this track can produce. Let's see if well, you know, it'll be interesting, Robert, to see if they fight any of the same issues they had Thursday night.
Yeah, loosen the tri-oval. I don't know if Cedric watched any of the broadcasts on Thursday night. I think he did a little bit, but man, these guys were manhandling this vehicle all around the tri-oval, Cedric. And but you know what though, with Zach, with that being said though, it's nighttime here, so yeah, there's a difference too. So I don't know if that's going to help. You know, maybe a little bit more grip.
Should help
or
the grip level. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that they modified the setup a little bit. I'm sure people are saying, "Holy mackerel, Doc."
That's for sure. And Cedric, if you didn't know, this league everybody's running the fixed setup, but it is a modified setup from the league owner Charles Johnson. So
okay,
custom setup, but it's fixed for everybody. So yeah, we just know last Thursday that during the daytime, these guys in the trial were wicked sometimes, so we were just going to, we'll have to watch out for that tonight here with these higher speeds. So we'll see if they, the cool tips and maybe some changes made these cars a little bit easier to draft. We didn't see 3 wide, Robert. That's one thing we did point out. We didn't ever really see a third lane come in, and you kept hagging me on, you keep going on about this third lane, but if they have the stability, I think it'll come.
Yeah, well, you and you're that third lane. I'm not sure what to say about your third lane. I've got a funny feeling you might see your third lane here tonight.
I hope so. That's very much what I'm hoping for. You never know.
I guess all we can really hope for is that in those couple days in between the 2 races that the admins did an adjustment on the setup, and I'm sure if it was as loose as you guys say it was, that more than likely they had a couple guys in their ears kind of telling them to change it. So we'll see here tonight. So far it looks like they're out on track, and you mostly see a lot of single file racing, so maybe a bit of the same, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. This is these guys are. I gotta say, Cedric, you'll be impressed by these guys. They're experienced plate racers, or we can't say plate anymore. Brian will come here and he'll bat me on the wrist. He'll say no, it's not. They're not using restrictor plates anymore. But super speedway racing with these guys. These guys are really good at it. And, I'm sure we'll see some fireworks tonight. As we got another packed house field here.
We got a bunch of Dale Earnhardts in the field.
Possibly.
Well, I know one thing. You're talking about modifying the setup there, Cedric. There was a baby in the background. That's probably what they were doing Thursday night as they were going through the trial, going, "Oh my goodness!" I know I would be. I'd be like, "Oh God, again? I don't want to do it again."
So we just had an engine expire and launch piston into low Earth orbit here at Area 51.
All right, well, what are we packing? Wow, we're packing a big house again here tonight.
Yeah, very big house, brother.
27 cars so far.
Yeah, I believe so. And, we talked about fuel so many times already. It was about 23 laps, I believe. That's what it came down to.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Really, anywhere from 19 to 23 is when we should see pit stops.
I'm guessing they don't run full tanks.
They run a 70% tank, yes. So.
Okay.
Yep. So they got 100% out of that full tank there for air, and So it adds a little bit of pit stop strategy in here, and we'll see how these guys. And already in practice, I see a few guys being able to do 3 wide. So I'm curious. This race should be very, very awesome, and
they're
kicked off here.
They're 3 wide as we speak in turn 1 and 2. So
yeah,
it's looking good. It's gonna be a good one.
For sure. And if you end up in the infield, it's gonna sound like your nephew.
I'm gonna have to be quick on muting my mic here tonight. It's gonna be that's gonna be a race in itself.
Oh,
yeah,
and
I'm thinking
right into the tri-oval. That might have answered our question.
That one, I'll check and see if that was a case of what similar had. I think that right. Well, it almost did. It looked very similar the way the car darted. So we'll have to see if that continues to be trended. That was just
right. Oh, we're down to 3 minutes here to go, roughly. Right. Well, let me know how the audio sounds and how everything's looking. So if I have to do any kind of adjustment, you hear Cedric and Zach okay out there, or if the game's overriding them. You know how that is. I hate audio. But with that being said, we're gonna quick give a shout out to our sponsors. Don't forget to check out iPitting. iPitting is a web-based tool that you can go over and sign up if you run iRacing, of course, which we hope you do. And it keeps track of your team, data. You got endurance racing coming up here. You got the Daytona 24-hour race coming up here very, very shortly. Within what, week, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, I think it is. Correct?
A week.
Yeah. Okay. It's a week away, so this is a great time to get over there, get signed up, get your team registered, and it keeps track of all your data, your stats, your lap times, you name it. Whatever iRacing has, it shows. You can also connect your Twitch account and multi-stream to 4 different Twitch accounts right off of your team page. So if you have 4 drivers streaming at one time, they can actually go and watch all 4 of your drivers race or watch, or however you want to do it, in different different views of the race, because you can only have one driver in at racing the car at one time. But that don't mean the other 3 drivers are going to have different camera views, so you can get a whole idea of what that driver is going through, and lap cars, and getting into the turn, and up over rumble strips, and different things like that. So again, make sure you go over and check out iPitting, and it's iPitting.com, and as my Google says,
I didn't understand that.
why does Google do that?
I don't know. Google, you need to understand that, because iPitting.com is amazing. So Google, please understand.
I even got my phone muted though, so I don't even know why it picked me up.
Mine's done that before too. I think Google likes to listen.
They're spying on me. But
they're trying to figure out what kind of broadcast you're doing.
That's right. That's okay.
They
you
can
can
just watch the YouTube or the Facebook.
Right. That's all they got to do is or hit that subscribe button and follow button, and you'll know what I do every week, or what we do every week.
Exactly right.
That's right.
And,
but okay, well, if they want to go spy on something, they also can go over to Dirty Air and go spying on you guys there for upcoming 2020 season.
Yeah, for sure. Kicking off here very, very soon will be the Dirty Air podcast, returning for the 2020 season, with lots of stuff going on in the NASCAR community right now as we get ready to kick off the Daytona 500 here in about 4 weeks. So, I think we're only 4 weeks away, I believe, No,
Uh,
maybe 5. It's either 4 or 5 weeks away from Daytona, so very, very soon here, the NASCAR season will be kicked back off, and the Dirty Air podcast will be back in full swing. And so, yeah, definitely go check them out for any news on Facebook and Twitter at Dirty Air Podcast. You can find them on both them platforms again at Dirty Air Podcast. And remember, you can always check out their 2019 episodes from the previous 2019 Monster Energy Cup NASCAR Cup Series season on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. So, yeah, make sure you go check out the Dirty Air Podcast. It's got all types of motorsport tidbits and good discussion between myself and my good buddy Brian Johnson and some pretty cool special guests. So we'd love for you to go check that out.
all right, that's right. Thank you to them sponsors coming aboard here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. But all right, well, practice is over with the 322. Johnson up there on the pole with 45 something. I've seen 45. I don't know what he actually ran. But
45.333.
45.333. Oh, it should be 3.332.
No, 3.3. Just 3.3.
Oh, yeah, well, it should be 3.32.
No, I don't know. I don't see the 4 decimal, so iRacing, you know, can't make a perfect service.
Very true. Very true. That's very true. All right, well, it looks like we got Logan heading on out. We got Jake going out. Larry, dude. We got 2 Larrys, so let's not get confused on that. We got Larry in the 36 of Stubblefield. And then we got the beer man, Larry Leanling, in the 67. Just so you know, Cedric, every time I hear his name, I think of beer.
I was gonna say, we got some pretty interestingly different cool names in here. We got Dude and we got Bud. Just those are the 2 that stands out, and it's just I don't know, they're just, you know, what I would do to get called Dude and Bud.
What would you do?
Well, we're sitting here qualifying. Let's see who can put themselves in the front of the field for their. Well, actually, this is the first race of the season, I believe, because we kicked off with the Indy cars this 2020 season.
That would be correct.
So yeah, this is our first Super Speedway race, or Super Speedway Series race. So the SS Series here will be very, very interesting, you know, because they just go from Daytona to Talladega every week. So these guys get, you know, this is, if you want to become a good plate racer, this is the thing you want to do right here. Every single week, you at least run one race there. So these guys surely know what they're doing, and we'll see who, like I said, can put it on the pole, and just do the green here.
Yeah, plate racing is always fun. It's like 20% skill, 80% luck. But I mean, that 20% can make a big difference. So, I don't know. It's. I expect to always see a different winner, but expect always to see also a good time. So it should be an interesting race here tonight. As right now on provisional pole, we got Larry Wingling. So.
Yingling.
Wingling. If I butcher names, I am so sorry, guys.
Yeah. You ever heard of Yingling beer? Like the beer
I have not.
No, well, you got to remember, he's from Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Canada.
We stick to some pretty basic names, like the stuff you have. So.
Well, there's your favorite name, dude. Just put it up on the poll.
Damn, dude. I had to. But I don't know. We still got a minute and a half, so he could definitely be dethroned. We'll see there.
Wow.
It is a pretty quick lap.
Oh. You owe me $100.
What? Why is that?
We'll talk about it later.
Let's see here. Raymond's out there, and I think Raymond put it on the pole at Kansas.
Yeah.
And he put it on the pole
I'm pretty sure
at Daytona. Yeah. So can he go make it at the pole? He'd be Ryan
this is
Newman.
His starter lap here. We'll see.
See what he puts down. See if he can make it 3 in a row. Car looks pretty good all by itself out there.
That it does. By yourself it's a whole different story. It's pretty easy by yourself. When you get in the pack is when it gets hairy.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? We seen that Thursday night. Oh, there we go. Let's see where he puts it.
In the pole by 1,000th.
Wow, 3 in a row.
Wow.
Gonna have
What
to
a lap.
call him the Rocket Man, Newman.
The Rocket Man, Raymond's the Rocket Man.
All right, well, now we're gonna wait for everybody to hop up here get gridded up here for tonight's race here at Area 51. 100 laps here at good old Daytona. As wait for everybody to get on the track here, but we can run through our top 10 in our grid here, if you guys don't mind running through that real quick.
Yeah. All right. Well, our grid for tonight will be.
Did you want me to do it, or did you want to do the honors?
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
But starting on the front row tonight, we'll be sitting on the pole, rating written out in the 87 for the 3rd time in a row. Area 51 here on pole tonight. On his outside will be the 8-car of Duke Conrad. 3rd place will be the 1 of Gabe Butler. 4th will be the 63 of Logan Helm. Rounding out your top 5 will be Larry Yingling with 67. 6th place will be the 83 of Jack Walls. 7th will be Maurice Johnson. 8th is Paul Regney. 9th, Gary Jenkins. And rounding out your fast 10 here tonight will be Dale Willoughby.
All right.
In the 07.
The 07. All right. I don't have David Leclerc out on the track yet, but does he got the Wienermobile out there?
Who?
You know, Robert, he fell through.
Oh no.
So him and Paul.
Oh, they
connected, but
okay.
Paul just came back.
Oh, Paul just
Hopefully he makes it on time.
He's got 11 seconds. Probably not.
Well, if
Alright,
not, David Leclerc should get back and have time.
Yeah.
Here.
They'll have to start from pit road, but yeah, we'll have to draft together.
Well, we all know when's the big one gonna happen. We talk about it all the time at a super speedway. So with him coming back in, you know, as long as he stays out of trouble, he can be one of them to get the lucky dog position. All right, as we watch these guys roll off the field here tonight. Gonna get ready to get freaky nuts.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Nuts are your favorite?
Yeah.
You said it, not me.
Whoa, no. That's her favorite saying. Okay.
It's alright, Zach.
All right, well, I'm not sure what we're going to see out of this. I think the main thing we're going to have to pay attention to right away is going to be the, going through the tri-oval with all these cars around. Probably not on the first lap, but I'd imagine by lap 2, maybe 3, see how these cars are going to handle. We'll know right away if they made an adjustment.
And hopefully, if we're lucky, they didn't, and we get to see people struggle for their lives.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not something you see quite often, so I'm kind of excited to just watch people just hold on.
Well, I know they were doing that, Cedric, on Thursday night. I mean, it was brutal going through the tri-oval. Until they got heat put in these tires, it was hairy. That official pace car is going to duck off. We're going to get ready to set sail as green out for 100 laps here at Area 51 Super Speedway Series.
Good restart by everybody there. Duke Conrad, though, getting the push there from the 63 Logan Hell on the top side there. Won a Gabe Butler winner at Daytona on Thursday night. There on the bottom lane, second car. Not really connected to Raymond yet, but Raymond's still holding tight on the bottom. As Dude will have a huge run coming down the back straightaway here. He's going to clear. Logan Helton will not. What does Dude Conrad do here? Let's see. Or does it come back on the bottom? They do. Great job by the 1, the 87 for a late push down the back straightaway. The clear going into 3. And this Gabe already looking to jump up to the top. Wow. Long race here tonight with 100 laps, so it's going to be, you got to survive here. This is the number one thing at Daytona is survive in advance, as I'd say. So,
the easiest way to win a race, just survive, get there at the end, gives yourself a shot.
Definitely.
That's why you see a bunch of these guys in the back of the pack here, just trying to survive.
Yeah, really right now.
Ready to say that. Sorry, Zach. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I noticed we got guys getting two packs here. We got a front pack and a back pack. Now we didn't see that Thursday night.
No,
so
it's really the front 16 of broke away from really the next 10.
Yeah. I think they learned it on after Thursday. Some of these drivers, they're like, you know what? I learned something. We've been down here at Daytona all week, so I'm sure they were out on the track practicing and getting their car ready for Sunday night, as they had Friday night, Saturday, and all day today to get this vehicle ready to go, knowing that it's going to be a nighttime race. So they had to do some updates, and pit crews were busy.
That's for sure. And Robert David Leclerc did make his way out there. I just found that out, and he is in the Wienermobile of the Oscar Mayer.
There he is.
He's a lap down, but he's out there by himself. That's the only unfortunate problem. So probably gonna go another lap down. We'll have to latch on, survive, and catch some crossings.
Yep. And also to let you know, Cedric, these they get 3 fast repairs. So.
Yep.
Okay. That's good then. At least you can kind of, for all the guys up there, I mean, I'm sure that they're kind of banking on that, which is the reason why they're up there. I'm sure that they have that, or they're doing that knowing that they have something as protection, just in case if something does go wrong. So.
Oh, and through the tri-oval.
Oh, there goes that tri-oval stuff again.
Oh, even in the second pack.
Wow, did he? Oh.
76 went around. Attacked from behind by Brian Kaufman in the 01.
Oh.
Yeah, that all started around Rob Malone.
Let's go to the replay here and see what happens. As you can see, Jim Brooks in the 76 there, heading down, and Jim checked up because he seen what's his name up front, and the 86 wasn't ready for that checkup. Whoops.
Yeah, that's just sometimes you're a little too maybe overcautious. In the back of the pack can get you caught up and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I've had multiple times where I've sat back there and got caught up and stuff. So sometimes it's not the safest.
Well, and that also helps David Leclerc. That's going to put him back on the lead lap. So.
Yeah, he's the biggest fan of that one. He's like,
he's like, whew, yeah, I'm back into it.
The Wiener's got a chance.
That's right. There's only one Wiener.
And we don't have the squatty potty out there tonight.
No, Matt Quick is not.
Matt, he's not here tonight. What's up, Matt? We can't give you a shout out on that Wienermobile.
I mean, the squatty potty.
The squatty potty.
I mean, Squatty Potty. I was looking at David Leclerc. Sorry, I do apologize for that.
It's two things you don't want to get mixed up.
Squatty Potty and Wiener.
Yeah. Food in a squatty potty, I just don't sound good.
So what do you think here, Zach? You think the entire field's gonna come down?
You're gonna see split here. I think I would pit, get my fuel.
Yeah, you don't think track position matters too much?
I don't think so. Not this early. Unless you, I mean, you're gonna see right here. Let's see.
It's only a handful of drivers that stayed out to you, so if we just if we just so happen to get a green flag run here, then and where they're forced to pit,
Exactly.
it's gonna throw a wrench into their plans for sure.
I'll throw them off sequence, and that's never fun when you're off sequence. I mean, 6 cars is a good bit of cars, but we'll see. I mean, they're probably banking on a caution here. They can go another, I'd say, at least 12. You know, 13 laps. No, well, with the cautions are going to be able to go as far as probably maybe 15, 16 laps. So
It's surprising. I'm actually noticing though that like some of the guys up front, like Raymond, is actually not saving fuel. So
yeah,
I think you might be right that they're just knowing, or they kind of probably have a sense that a caution is going to come out again soon, and so they must not be too worried about it.
yeah. You know, it's got to come down to really the fact that like they're banking on a caution here right now. They're not too worried about it, and they'd rather stay out front. And that's their plan for the safety. You see, that's the thing. You always at these tracks, you see people. You know, you try to put yourself in the most safe positions, and you see each position, each person's different strategy. You see Raymond here, qualify on the pole, stay out front, stay out, be aggressive with the strategy, and stay clear of the wrecks. And you see other guys, you know, who want to be in the mix, who really take the risk. And then you see the other guys who just drop all the way to the back. And you never know. Anywhere on this racetrack in Daytona, if something will bite, you're never safe. So you can never count yourself as safe where you're at.
Very
That's
true.
a
Very
boom.
true.
Charles Johnson's moved up from 21st to 12th, so that's about a 9-position gain there for him. Mike Marsh in 26th to 16th. That's a pretty big jump. Dead last in this field or next to dead last. And like you said, David Leclerc back on the lead lap too in the 50, Robert. So a lot of new players here for this next run.
Yeah, well, we'll see some drivers come and go. You know, it's a super speedway racing, as you know, they're going to try to. We had Jim Brooks win the opening season of this week in the Indy cars out at Indy, and then we had Levi take the win at Kansas in the opener on Wednesday night. Then on Thursday night we had Gabe take the win. So 3 different winners on 3 different nights. Night number 4, round 4, I will say, of the week, and see if we have a different. See if Gabe can make it back to back. And there's a.
Yeah.
Are we missing a driver that I? Our defending champion. I don't think he
Josh
run.
Scully. Yeah.
Yes, he
may
does not.
run Super Speedway.
I don't think he. That's right. He does not. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Okay, but well, we'll see him back on the track Tuesday night, as they're gonna head to with the Indy cars at Texas. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Definitely. That's going to be.
That's gonna be wicked. That's a 1.5-mile track in the Indy cars at the speeds that they run on them things. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Make sure you tune in, because
Right.
it's gonna be some craziness.
I might go run some laps. See how it feels like. Get a understanding.
Yeah, I think honestly, Zach, I was thinking about doing that too, just to get a feel on what them guys are gonna feel.
Yeah.
I know in the Indy cars, and we're just learning how these Indy cars work here at Freaky Fast. But I know they're fast. I know they get a big aero push. My question is on what lap do they start feeling that aero push? Because you can't run it wide open through the whole fuel run on those things. So that'll give us some insight on what's going on.
Yeah, the Indy car is always really fun to run. I always say, I think the bravest drivers, I would almost say in the world, are definitely IndyCar drivers. You're so open, there's just open cockpit, you're going so fast, and really anything could happen. But when you're talking about it being push tight, I think the aero is just so important when it comes to Indy cars. But we are about to go green. Pace car just pulled in.
Green flag.
All right, and green's out. Off we go, freaky style. Woohoo!
And off they go with right now getting a pretty good restart there. Gabe Butler actually outside line, kinda not really moving. Maurice Johnson there not getting the greatest restart, but Larry Ewing, Gary Jenkins, and Duke Conrad, that bottom line. All four of those cars surge forward and clear the line. Here goes Gary Jenkins with Duke Conrad in tow. I think Dude pitted, so he's already right back here after pitting.
Yes, he took 2 tires.
Impressive.
I'm curious if the setup does drive like it does Thursday. If it does. Tires are probably going to make a big difference, which is not something you could typically say at a super speedway. So I think if it's still the same setup, then Dude just might be on rails this run.
Very true.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought up, Cedric. We don't talk when you go. Everybody's so used to super speedways, people don't worry about tires and tire wear at a super speedway. I don't know how these new V7 tires here in iRacing actually handle on a super speedway. I mean, we only got one race under, our belts here for the 2020 season with these tires. So we're learning as fast as these guys are too,
Absolutely. And something I've actually noticed this run is we have less guys that are backing off. There seems to be more guys in the front pack than there was on the first run. And
Yes, there's 18 this time instead of 16, so there's 8 guys, or technically a 7-car pack back here. Actually, no, because Jim Brooks is offside, so it's only a 6-car pack back here with these guys riding in the back, and that would actually be, I believe, the 78 Donald Stewart, the 54 Rob Malone, the 12 Robert Richards, 86 Kyle Hess, the 88 of Michael Spell, and they also have a 01 of Brian Kaufman. So, they are all riding together here, about 5 seconds back from the lead, so already running about a second and a half slower, so they need to pick up some sort of pace so they don't get too far behind. But they're pretty much making them across duos up front. It is getting a lot of energy built up in this lead pack. There is a pushing going on.
Pushing, shoving, moving, coming through. And
yeah, the second. Oh, go ahead.
No, the only thing I was going to bring up there, Cedric, is overheating. How much can you? Whoa, never mind. We have the 83.
He's in the inside wall too, so save it though.
Did he save it?
Yeah.
His left side's destroyed, but he is going back. He's on the apron right now in turn 1 and 2.
Wow.
Yep. And it's getting back up to pace.
Let's go back on the replay here real quick, guys, and see exactly what happened to him here. Going through the tri-oval. And, oh, no, he caught the apron.
Yeah.
And then drove through the pace car.
Wow, if the pace car had been there, that'd have been bad.
Yeah, if the pace car was live, you know, real, that you didn't drive through it, man, that would have been a hard hit.
Yeah. But he keeps it clear, and he's still on the racetrack here, riding around. Well, yeah, he's still riding, so he's just gonna ride with his damage and hopefully catch himself a caution, keep him on the lead lap. But back up front, Ray right now are still leading with the outside led by Gary Jenkins and Duke Conrad on that outside line. Side-by-side action, a lot, you know, this is what we're seeing a lot more tonight, is the cars are able to get right up under the bumper and give these guys a good push. It seems like we have more energy in the pack tonight, so maybe more chance for passes.
Yeah, I noticed a difference. I'm just watching from what we seen Thursday night. These cars look a little bit more stable. I'm sure the nighttime is helping that. I just got a funny feeling, Zach, that they modified, they fixed the setup a little bit to give it a little bit more, to be more stable. Because it really does look in a pack. Because on Thursday night, a pack like this, they were left, right, left, right, left, right.
So we got the front pack coming up on a lap car here of Jim Brooks going to 3 and 4.
And Jim's just trying to latch on here. He's gonna try to see if he decides. He goes to the top of the wall, let these guys go by, see if he can catch a sniff of this draft and just latch on, ride back here, and then maybe catch a lucky dog. Actually, this will place him here 2 laps down, so but still will give him the lucky dog since he's the first car a lap down.
All right, and it's 17 laps into it. Your race is not, well, it looks like he didn't even, he's scraping up against the wall, but look at his car. Did he use his one fast repair, or does he still got damage on that rear?
I believe he's probably just
on the rear. Damage on the rear still. So
okay,
good.
He's playing it safe. Decided not to use one. Now the interesting part is Jack Walls went down pit road, and so he's about to go a lap down too if he decides to get back on track. That takes Jim Brooks out of the lucky dog position.
well, Jack is still sitting on pit road, and it looks he's been there for a while, so I don't think he's coming back out.
No, he just pulled out, as you were saying.
Okay. All right, yep. Hey, he was in pit road for a long time, 1:23. Pit stop.
Possible penalty, possibly, for coming down.
That was when he hit the wall.
Yeah, it probably went under the cone and
a lot of damage. Well, he's probably getting damage there.
Why won't you use your fast repair?
Well, I mean,
got 3 of them. I would. I mean, I think.
That's a tough question, yeah.
I think Cedric's right there. I think he probably went under the cone and got a penalty. You know,
that's possibly true too. I mean, if his car is completely clean, looks like car is completely clean, so he must have got fast fix.
Riding with Brian back here in that second pack here, position 23. He's following Rob. Mountain Dew, and he's got Kyle Hess up in the front there. Spells up there in the 88. Donald 78, and I believe that's Robert Richards, I believe, up there. Yes.
an interesting thing about the second pack is I've been keeping my eyes on them for the last few laps, and they have not been working together whatsoever. They're running too wide. You have cars breaking in and out of the draft, which is actually slowing them down. They're now 16 seconds behind the leader, and it's dropping really quick. So they're going to get into that danger zone if it goes, or they already are in that danger zone if it doesn't go green for the remainder of the race. We'll see how it plays out for them, and I'm sure at this point they're just crossing their fingers.
They definitely are, and up front it's still a dead heat really up front between the 29 and the 87. This is kind of similar to what we've seen even on Thursday, you know, during the afternoon time today. Like these guys could get side by side, but no, it never seemed like the outside line could clear. So interesting to see that these guys can just get there, but it just seems like the bottom is just still so strong.
Yeah, there's no. It's like watching they're equal, and now you got Gabe dropping down. Oh, now we got 322 dropping down. So it's gonna lead to 29, and dude up there all by themselves. See if that 24 can latch on behind dude and just come moving up through the field. Have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, they are going to get a big run here to the 63 and 24. Here they come. Logan Hilton pushing Everett Lane. They're going to be there, actually. Look at that. Wow.
Is it going to be too much of a run?
No, it seems like it slowed down as
okay.
they got there.
I'm going to say, did it die off then?
It kind of did. Now they're starting to battle here a little bit with the 07 of Dell.
Well, we should, looking at the data here, we should start seeing pit stops very shortly here. I mean, I think you might have nailed it on the nose, though, what you were talking Thursday night, though, Zach. Because they're on 23. Some of these cars are 23 laps on their stent, so they probably can go 26. But see, we weren't told that when we interviewed, what's his name, on Thursday. He said about 23 laps.
Well, the thing you gotta count here, Robert, is they had
Yellow?
a caution. Yeah.
I always forget that yellow stuff.
Yeah, so I think, but you gotta remember also 6 guys stayed out. Those 6 guys will need to be pitting here, I would say, in probably the next 2 to 3 laps, really. Probably 2. Because, they only had that one caution, and they weren't really saving fuel, remember, Cedric?
No, that's exactly it. That's just what I was about to mention, is they weren't saving as much as they could have been. And so I think you're correct. They're more than likely going to end up coming down the next 2 to 3 laps.
We'll see. It's interesting. And maybe that's why a couple guys started to get to the bottom, and it's really the guys that did stay out too that are on the bottom right now. So we'll see though here as we continue to pace around the Daytona International Speedway here. Raymond Rittenauer continues to be your leader on the bottom of the 87. Your pole setter 3 nights in a row, but here comes a big run from the outside actually. Duke Conrad giving the big push to the 07 of Dell.
I know these cars look really beautiful out here at night.
And Dude and Dale did pit the last time by for fuel, so
yes.
Whenever Raymond and those 5 other drivers decide to tug down here, either this lap or the next, they're more than likely going to take over the lead. I think they position themselves perfectly.
Yeah. We'll have to see here. So they go another lap. Wow, this is interesting that they actually definitely that caution saved them that much fuel. Because I mean they had 4 laps under caution, so if you save any bit of fuel road in the higher gear, I'd say that they saved about a good 3 laps. So like I'd be pressed to say the pit stops are coming very soon here for these guys. And still, the outside line has not been able to prevail. And here
There they go.
26 laps with a yellow. That's, I remember the yellow.
And they actually brought someone with them. That's 7 guys on pit road.
That's good for them, actually. So that's pretty decent there. But now it changes the whole story here because you have the 07 of Dale, the 8 of Dew, the 24 Everett Lane, the 63 of Logan Helton, the 28 of Charles Johnson, 52 of Gary Whitmere, 6 Bud Steele, and then that's really the front 7 there. And these guys can go probably another
6 laps,
Yeah.
I would assume.
5?
Considering
5
They-
more than them?
the caution came out on lap 6, so
Yeah, True 96. So we'll see these guys.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, almost having issues there in Tribal.
Well, he saved it, but wow.
What
I
is-
bet
yeah, what
Charles
is that?
Johnson was saying, "Whoa, buddy."
Raymond's got a big breakaway from the rest of the guys. These guys that pitted are about to get freight trained here this lap. I think that was what they should have done is obviously work together, keep up momentum. I think if there was a mistake, I'm not sure if there was, but the fact that they're so split up is going to hurt them a lot.
Yeah, I think there's that mistake there. I think the dude got loose on the bottom. Everybody kind of split over here. You not see them all on one. They're going to need to run the fastest laps they can here. Here's a come on the 071 Eric Rory. Go to the high side.
Time to start working some lap traffic.
Yeah.
They might have actually a hard time going up high and passing all these guys. Oh, never mind. The entire pack went with them.
It looks like Charles Johnson fell off a little bit, but it also looks like he's just riding too. Gary Whitmore. Now they're catching back up. Now they're, oh boy, now we got a couple other cars up there on the top that's going to latch on. So these guys are going to have to play the, oh, look at that move there, guys.
Yeah, these are guys that pitted right here.
3 wide. Dude's in the middle with Logan.
The third lane it's opening up.
There's your third lane there, Zach. You're talking about it.
Yeah, and the leader of that pack is a lap car, so he's not going to give it up.
No, but they all worked it really, really good there, as you can see. And it looks like everybody's going to get in line, settle down.
Yeah, the next guy to get swallowed by the pack is actually going to be Raymond.
Yeah, well, and you know, that last pit stop, when he went in and did his first pit stop, he came in as the lead, and he came out third on that pit stop sequence with the other cars. So his pit stop was really, really slow.
It might have possibly been that he grabbed 4 tires, so I wasn't paying attention. The other guys probably more than likely grabbed 2, because I know he didn't slide through his box. His entry was really clean. I didn't see his exit though, so miscommunication with throughout the pack, and unfortunately, it kind of leads to you guys being separated.
Yeah, and look at this pack. We got lap cars, we got lead cars, Dyson all over, lap down cars.
Now we got 3 wide.
We got and these guys here too. It should be soon. Probably another lap or 2 here. They got to get down low, get it to make a pit stop here. As you see, dude, he took it down low. Logan's got the low line. That 07 needs to find a hole.
Yeah.
Because there goes 2. We got 2 ducking off.
There goes 2. The rest of the pack's probably more than likely going to duck down either next lap or the lap after.
Yeah, there we go. Dale just found a hole. All right, well, he went from the lead to second, but at least he found a hole. Oh, no, the 29. Oh, Logan saves it.
Oh,
Dale saves it.
Dale saved it. Wow.
dude comes out clean. Logan comes out clean. Dale, wow.
And you know what? I mean, they lost a little momentum, of course. The 07's really struggling back there, but they're making a pit stop this time around, so.
Well, that was all started with Eric tapping the wall going into turn 1. Had jacked up the top lane and turned Gary around.
Ooh, does Logan slow it down? Man, he is smoking coming in. All right, everybody get your Easter eggs out. We're going to watch the bunny hop. I call it the bunny hop, Cedric, just so you know.
No, that's
There
all
goes
right. Yeah.
I know last night at World Series Sim Racing League, you had a hosted server, and you were laughing because you were like, "What in the world? It almost flipped my car over."
The first time it ever happened to me, it scared me. Like, I thought I broke my car. Then I just found out that the coding, I guess, is just a little off on the pit stops.
Yeah, I
Just a
noticed
little
that
bit.
with iRacing, which they'll
Ooh.
Oh, we got a car stuck on the apron.
Oh, they just got hit.
I see
That didn't bring out a
smoke.
caution.
They didn't bring out caution. There's another one. There's the Robert Richards there.
Oh. Wow. Well, what I
Gary.
was
Exiting pit road. It's 2 guys losing the exiting pit road.
that would have been Kyle and Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Whitmer lost it as well, trying to avoid the 12.
Yeah. And Michael Spell.
You know, you talked about that too, Zach, on Thursday night about exiting pit road on cold tires.
It is so treacherous. And not even that. I don't know if these guys took 4 or they took 2. But if you take 2, it's even worse.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's because you got a set of cold tires on one side of that no grip, and then you got a set of used tires, hot used tires. So very interesting to see no caution come out there. But this is projected back to the front where Larry Ewing is our leader, Gabe Butler second, and Bud Steele third, with Charles Johnson fourth, and Duke Connor fifth. So kind of a reset here, but for all these guys, really the big loser out in it is Raymond Rittenauer. He's 10th right now after he was, or 9th after he was our leader, here with a pack with Maurice Johnson and I believe Eric Gorey in the 071. So yeah, kind of got caught up in something there, and now he's give it back. But you never know, calls come out and you can get right back in this thing.
No, that's exactly. And right now, that second pack of 3 cars are 5 seconds off the leaders. And just to go back to the little incident there on exit of pit road, just went back to look at it, and all the guys that had trouble all took 2 tires, all took right sides. So it was a good call that you did on Thursday there, Zach, where you got to watch out. And everyone just saw what happens if you go through it recklessly or go through it like you would with 4 tires.
Yeah, definitely. It's so tough. You want to get out of there fast, but you also don't want to make a mistake like that. So we'll see what that mistake does. And surprised I didn't see a caution, but I'm sure a couple of these guys are pretty happy now. They got pretty big leads here, and they just want to see this thing go grand new strategy and let it play out. But I'm sure the racing gods have another plan for this. We'll see.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
to go back to what I was saying there about the bunny hop story, we all know with iRacing, the last patch we had this with the new spec maps and everything for the paint schemes. If anybody's out there, probably everybody that watches any broadcasting knows about it, or husband, or your girlfriend races iRacing, knows what was just put out. I noticed that there's something messed up on the spec maps on the cars. They don't render correctly the way they're supposed to. And 2, I noticed with the bunny hop. So I'd give iRacing, probably next week or so, they probably should be bringing out a patch, because there is no way they're going to have the Peak Series cars, like I told Zach, Cedric, going down and doing the bunny hop during NBC broadcasting.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it also wouldn't surprise me if they don't fix it right away, considering Peak's not for another month or so.
Right.
And it's not a game-breaking bug. It's not something that hurts your car by any means. Like, it looks silly, and it catches people off guard. But
If you got the Ferrari, you'd be in trouble.
yeah, sure. Yeah, those lower cars with the that are just lower, the fusers as well. Yeah.
I definitely know that it was reported, so.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sure it's kind of hard. It's kind of something that's hard to miss. So they're obviously aware, but I really don't think it's something that they're rushing to fix. But I might be wrong. Well, guess we'll find out in the next following couple weeks.
Right. I have to give a big shout out there to Bud Steele, though. He's having a good run here. Normally he gets caught up in something in that Navy Ford Mustang, that's a Cedric car there. Or wait, you went to Toyota, didn't you? Or you're still a Ford guy?
What's that for me?
Yeah.
Right now, running the Chevrolet, so went back to Chevy.
Oh.
Yeah, for Category 5, we decided all to run the same manufacturer, and
okay.
Unfortunately, 4 versus 1 majority took Chevy. So.
Well,
Yeah.
if I start paying you guys, I demand Toyota.
Damn. I'll switch for payment. I'll definitely switch. I'll sell out.
Right?
I could definitely be bought.
Oh boy. So how's everybody doing out there tonight? If everybody's enjoying the race here as much as we are. Has everything calmed down? It looks like
the eye of the storm is over right now. This is the eye of the storm. This is the part of the race where everybody's settled down. All these guys are content, especially these guys in the top 7. They're saying, let's keep this green so we can just battle out between us. Let's just get our pit stops done, and then because you got to think you're fighting odds at Daytona. You know, the more cars there, the lower your chances are of winning and being successful. So, the less factors you can take out of it, the better your chances are. So a lot of these guys you're gonna see, they're not gonna probably be doing much moving around. There's probably just gonna be a lot of riding the line, saving fuel, trying to hit a certain number. So yeah, this is what we're gonna see, I think, for the next portion of this race for a little bit. But you know, all it takes is some little action to pop off, and then someone have a mistake. We're back packed up in a field of 26 cars that are ready to go at it again. Yeah,
Especially
after sorry about this,
Rob,
but
go ahead.
after a long run like this, you know, this is usually when you see the aggressiveness go up. When you get them all packed back up, you get these long runs where it's spread out. People get to the point where they want to get back racing again, and you'll see the aggressiveness come out. So we'll see how that plays out.
Well, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, we're at, world famous racing here down at Daytona. We haven't seen the big one. I don't want to bring it up and jinx anything, but we have not seen the big one yet. And I know when we do see the big one, I wonder if we're going to see what Logan did last time. He went out of the world at the end of the race, like literally out of the world. So apparently they found him.
Yeah, I think he did a splash down on the beach over there.
I know.
Like a SpaceX recovery shit.
I know Cedric probably missed it, but at the end of the race, Logan
wrecking back here.
Oh, we have a wreck.
And that is Jack Walls and Brian Kaufman, but they're in the grass, and I don't think that's gonna bring nothing out.
Brian's coming back up.
Ooh. He saved it though.
That was
very, very close, and Jack Walls here gets it going. He's on the apron.
That Pennzoil is just having a major problems tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. And that all started between him and Brian there, and really just came up and got Jack in the left rear quarter there, and sent them both to spinning.
But to finish what I was saying there, as we thought we were going to have a yellow, I know you missed it, Cedric, but at the end of the race, we finished under green, white, checkered, and Logan. Logan came down and hit a car, and it shot him straight up to the sky, to the point he disappeared. Like, he just never came back.
It pretty much rubber banded, flicked him in the air.
Yeah, he was gone. So the talk about it is that this is Area 51, and literally he got sucked up by the aliens. I mean, he was gone.
I was just about to say it is Area 51, so like it doesn't surprise me if you see a rocket ship just disappear into the sky. Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah, and we got to give credit for that to Zach for bringing that up because he just lost it when it happened.
I had to make you go back and look at it because I was like, "There's no way that has to be on the broadcast." And then I think someone in the comments was like, "Logan's left the building." it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely was. These guys are they're being very, very patient. This is exactly what I would do in their seats. I mean, you know, these guys are thinking about their race. They're not thinking about trying to, put on a show right here. They're trying to think about how they can put themselves in positions to win this race. So, I mean, really, if you want to, technically, we can go through the field here since we're just riding in line.
Alrighty, well, yeah, we can, let me get a shot here, and, alright, we'll go up here to Larry running in first place, and, you can take it from there if you'd like to, bud.
Alright, well, I'll do the first top 10, and then Cedric will do the 20, the next 10, I mean, the top
Sure.
20.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that then. Alright, so, of course, here leading tonight is Larry Yingling as we go through the field here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. He's leading the field here on lap 48 and looking good in the 67 machine here. Right behind him there will be Gabe Butler in the 1 machine. He is in that second position. He is second in line to the 67 Larry Yingling. But then we have to go all the way back, 2 cars back to Bud Steele for 3rd place there in that 6th machine. Sitting there right in tow into a chance to win this race still. In 4th place behind Bud, there's Charles Johnson in the 28 in his machine. He's looking good, up from 21st position to 4th. Then you got Duke Conrad, who nearly got caught up in that wreck earlier, and also behind him, who got caught up in the wreck, Logan Helton. So they're sitting in the 5th and 6th position there in that 8 and 63 machine. Then there behind, we have to go about 9 seconds back to our 7th place car, the 322 of Maurice Johnson there, sitting in 7th. And he's got 2 other good buddies back here, and that'll be the 87 here in the 8th place of Raymond Rittenauer, who led a lot of laps in this race. Had some issues through a pit sequence. You can see now he's 9 seconds back. But they also have their other good buddy here, the 071 Eric Laurie here. So this 3-car pack working together here to finish out the top 9. And to finish out our top 10, 23 seconds back is Dale Willoughby in the 07.
Perfect. And then in 11th position, last car on the lead lap is going to be Corey Lane, rocking the Monster Energy Area 51 car. In 12th, we got Gary Whitmer. That is the first car a lap down. He's at the very back of the first pack. Followed by then Donald Stewart, as we see a bunch of people coming down pit road, including Donald Stewart in 13th. We got Rob Malone in 14th, also coming down pit road. We got Ted Decker Jr., which is going for some reason really slow. Oh, he just came out of the pits, so he's in 15th. We got Kyle Hess in 16th. Mike Morrison is in 17th, just finished his pit stop as well. Michael Spell in 18th. Robert Richard in 19th. And David Leclerc in 20th.
All right, that rounds out our field. Good job, guys. All righty. Well, it looks like pit stops are opening up for these drivers here, so some drivers come in, some drivers still staying out yet. Should be, and look who took over the lead.
Yeah, Bud Steele, because Larry Yingling, Gabe Butler come down pit road here.
Yeah, 19 laps.
So, yeah, because remember, those guys had to stop earlier. They had to come earlier because of the first caution still. They didn't stop. So Bud Steele, Charles Johnson, Duke Conrad, Logan Helton, these guys are all on the same strategy. So these 4 working together here. See how it plays out after they hit pit road, I believe, here in the next 3 to 4 laps.
Yeah, it's at that point of the run where all the strategies are different, and we see a lot of in and out on the pit road. But as you guys were talking earlier, it's very calm right now, which as a rookie in the broadcast booth, I don't like it. I want to see wrecks.
So we know what Cedric wants.
Well,
He wants
what
racing.
Cedric wants, Cedric's not getting.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, not right now. Yeah, it's all right though. We're only halfway through the race. Just got or halfway through lap 51. So got a little bit to go.
I'll give you a little bit of a rundown here, Cedric. Area 51 is we seen records that things that we thought we could never ever see. One, we seen a tie for the win twice. We seen cars spinning and flipping, craziness all over the place. We seen a whole bunch of different things going on. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. So the one broadcast, me and Brian and Zach said the next thing that we need to see Area 51 do is win a race driving the car backwards, because we haven't seen that yet. And then Thursday night we had Logan leave the track, so like literally we've seen everything impossible that we think we've seen, and these guys just keep bringing more and more and more action out to us at the end of the race or through the races. And it's like we sit back every broadcast that we do with these guys, it's like, what are we going to see next?
Yeah, it really never ceases to amaze me.
I think I'm gonna one-up you on that and say instead of a car finishing backwards, because that can happen. It is super speedway racing. Anything can happen. I actually want to see a car win the race upside down.
Nope.
On its roof.
Zach said that. Zach said that. Zach said he wants to see a car go sliding across the start-finish line on his roof.
I think that'd be intense to watch. Just a big wreck, mayhem, car winning the race in midair or on his roof.
In midair too, that'd be Area 51 fashion. So
yeah, that would be Area 51. You tell these guys that, and somehow they listen to the broadcasts and listen. And I'll just give a shout out to two drivers, Dude and Logan would be the two that would be like, okay, I think I can figure that out.
But they'll set it up next race where they're just, all right, last lap, I need you to, right before the start-finish line, I'm going to hit the wall. Yeah, exactly. Just wreck me. I'm going to win the race in the best kind of way. We'll see. It's a challenge for all the drivers out there. So hopefully they accept it.
Driver, I would say it's just challenge enough to finish on 4 tires. So you guys in the broadcast, you get what you get. Sorry.
And that right there is the reason you're not a fan favorite, Zach.
That's exactly right. They don't win too much, right? I'm just kidding. I'm like Kyle Busch, It's all right. Some people out don't like me.
It don't matter if it's ugly as long as you win, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't say that.
Hey, a win's a win.
No, that's exactly it.
Robert.
Hey, don't go there.
Actually, funny enough, we were having a discussion similar to yesterday, where Zach was mentioning, I think, the lack of drivers like winning, and then he mentioned your name, and then I was like, if you tell him that, he's just gonna blame me. Like, I'm just expecting blame
Cedric,
to be put on me for
I've
it.
been blaming you since it happened, and it will never ever stop. And just so anybody out there that's watching the broadcast, I was going for a win, and I thought I had it in the books, and Cedric's like, oh yeah, I got you, I'll push you to the win. And then we came out of turn 4, and he goes, okay, you know what, never mind, I'm gonna win. And he took it from me. So I haven't let it down, and that's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah. That's when you betray a teammate.
Well,
it's
look,
fine.
I never got a win in a league race. Never. So
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like.
You're right. And even after that night, still don't have a win.
Zach. He is, you're lucky we're live. No, I'm joking. Oh.
Hey, that's not the only one I've taken from you. I mean, the first one was your mistake, kind of your mistake, running out of fuel, if you want to say it's your mistake.
Yeah, it was. at
So-
Indy coming out of turn 4 in the beat
At
cars and ran out and just coasted across the start finish line in 3rd place or something like that.
Yeah, and I was gladly the person that went and took the trophy.
Yeah, that's right, he did. That's right. So,
So,
yeah, the
Hey,
first one was my
see-
fault.
You
So,
see Bud Steele and them pit guys.
Yes.
Charles Johnson also. But now look, here comes Duke Conrad and Logan Helton.
well, see if Logan gets his car fixed, because that last incident he had, he came down pit road on that second pit sequence, and he didn't get it fixed, and you can see it's damaged. So I'm sure, man, there's a lot of rubber on this track here tonight too.
Yeah, there is.
And
Not
he
fair.
didn't use his quick repair. Very interesting.
You should see what this track looks like after 24 hours.
Oh, I can imagine.
It turns blue.
yeah.
It turns
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, didn't know black rubber could turn blue, but if you'll be looking at the race, or you'll be watching the race on next weekend, so you'll see. Apparently, it's possible.
Yeah, it turns
Ooh,
blue. It
Logan
turns
is
blue.
struggling, Zach.
Yeah, oh, water, buddy.
Ooh, and the
And
whole
that's the
field.
back going by.
Whew. Wow.
Yeah, I think Logan was trying to push and get as much time as possible, and dude was being conservative with it. And
Well, I tell you what, this is the longest run these guys had all week. We had 2 green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and these guys made it with 40 to go. So
Yeah, we are counting down
you,
fast.
Logan and Bud and these guys may be able to make it after this on one more stop. So I want
Yeah.
to see these other guys when they pit, if they can, between Gary or Gabe and Larry up here. 'Cause they have about a 3-second lead back to Bud. They're paired here with these lap cars. They're like, guys, thanks for behind and helping.
no, absolutely, the dude and Logan are crossing their fingers for this to go green, and the rest of the field are crossing their fingers. We see a big old wreck.
That's right. All right. Well, hey, guys, with that being said, we're going to quick run to a commercial break so we can wet our whistles up here freaky fast and bring you to last laps, 40 laps here to go of this race. So we will be right back after this quick word.
Nick Candy, what a move. Truex in the outside contact, mate. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Did even give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right. We're back after that quick word from iRacing. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're starting to get all single filed here.
Yep, and an interesting thing that I've noticed is we got a bunch of different strategies. And if a caution comes out at the wrong time, I mean, you're only looking at maybe the top 10 being on the lead lap, and that's about it.
Yeah, pit stops are all over the place. A lot of these drivers.
Yeah, everyone's got their own strategy that they believe is going to work, and ultimately you're going to have those few drivers, which at the very moment I would say Dude and Logan's probably got the best strategy from what I can see. But who knows? We might have some guy we haven't been paying too much attention be a surprise. I guess time will tell. And
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when these Larry and Gabe have to pit, because if they have to pit with less than with more than 23 to go, I don't see them making it to the end. So they need to at least get to the 77, well, at least lap 77, I believe, to make it to the end. And I'm sure that Dude and Logan can do it. I'm pretty sure Bud and Charles can do it. So, and Bud and Charles and Dude, Bud Charles have caught up now, but Dude and Logan they're starting to catch up too. They're about only 2 seconds back from this pack. So, like you said, there's lots of different strategies. So, we'll see what plays out. And if caution comes out, it may be on the wrong end of that stick or on the right end. You never know.
No, that's exactly it. It's going to be interesting to watch. I think even if it finishes green, you're looking at a bunch of guys that if everyone has enough fuel and stuff, you're still looking at a six possible, winners or different winners. A bunch of guys have the opportunity to grab it, and it's going to come down neck and neck.
I'm shocked with this pushing. These guys are pushing pretty good, staying right in the line. I guess we're not have to worry about no overheating problems now. Again, I don't know what the track temperature is out there, or air temperature.
At the very moment, yeah, 67. But a lot of guys are just a little bit, like they're peeking out for air just a little bit, which is keeping their car cool. They're staying in a pretty solid line, but once in a while you'll see them just an inch or two on the left or the right and grabbing as much air as they can and getting back in line afterwards.
Do you think we're going to see some heating problems with these cars once they get down to the nitty-gritty and they start pushing?
No, absolutely. That's always a concern coming to a plate track, and a lot of times, from personal experience, is I see so many guys that if they haven't practiced pushing throughout the race and they don't know what their limits are, they won't know that you could push really, really hard for 1 lap or a lap and a half. And some guys will try and go, instead of making it the lap and a half that you can, they'll try and push it for 2 or even for 3, and then that's when they blow an engine, or they have to back off and lose track position.
Right.
And so, and from people being super safe and passive right now, is I don't know if people know the limit. So it wouldn't surprise me if at the end of the race we saw guys overheating and having to sacrifice track position to keep their car cool.
Well, you also know that this it's all about momentum here at any super speedway. So, like you said there, Cedric, if they got to back out because they're starting to overheat, you lose that momentum. It's a killer. I mean, it's all about momentum.
That's exactly it. And the person that has to manage that the best is the second guy in line. Second guy in line, you're basically the entire, I guess you can call it like the captain of the row. You're the main pusher, you're the guy that has to do the best job of keeping your car cool. And it really comes down to who's the first guy pushing. And that can make a big difference, especially coming down to the end of a race.
Yeah, not only that, I don't know, I know you don't know, but they got a rule in this league, the pusher can't push the pusher. So that car in the third lane. Oh no, do we have a wiener going for a bun?
Oh, he was
It's going though, it's still green.
Did he clip the apron?
Oh, he's still spinning. Oh, and he took it off the track.
Good call. Yeah, looking at data here, I think Gabe Butler and Larry Yingling are about 3 laps short. Here
Ooh.
in this race. So, and Bud and all the other guys, Bud, Dude, Charles, and Logan are all good to go.
And you know what I think it is, Zach? Leading that pack. They're
Well,
not saving
no.
as much as the rest.
Well, not only that, it's going to come down to that pit stop, that very beginning caution, that lap 5, our only caution of this race. If it goes green, it's going to come down to that because these two are 2 guys that stayed out. So they were 5 laps less on fuel the whole entire run here.
Yes, that's right. I completely
it's
forgot about that. Yep. But if it's only 3 laps, as I said, like leading definitely doesn't help. You can definitely save 3 laps throughout an entire race.
Well, the number of 23 is like max fuel save, I think, but I'm not sure. Right now, I think they put on lap 50, so this is 72. They've done 22 laps. So they need to get to 77 or at least 75 if they can hopefully make it. We'll see here. I mean, they may be 1-2 laps from maybe.
I guess we'll find out. I haven't heard anything over the radio of people calling that they're coming down pit road, so unless they weren't planning on telling the pack, they are not coming down this time by. So
I do know there's some teams out there, and we don't know all the drivers on what team, so we do apologize for that. But you know, there's team talking going on out there, and people talking what they're doing.
yeah, they're not sharing the juicy details with us.
All right, well, if anybody's watching the broadcast, tell the drivers to start sharing some juicy stuff. Cedric's listening. He's flipping through the scanner going, man, come on, guys. Let me know something.
It's so quiet.
All right?
I want no strategies. I'm still banking it for that big one. We got
Yeah.
the second pack just caught the first pack, so now we got a big line of.
Yep, they're pitting here.
so-
Yeah, they're 2 laps short. 2 laps short here.
They're gonna have to just fuel save to the max.
1, if anything. Because they went 24 laps here. They will have 26 to go right here. Wow. So 2 laps.
Who thought we'd talk about Daytona coming down to a fuel mileage
Probably half the audience.
race? Normally, knock on wood again, normally, you know, you have the yellows, but they only had 1 yellow tonight. Gotta give the guys props. They did some excellent, they've been doing some excellent racing. But here comes the key now. These guys are coming out as Larry and Gabe. We all know how it is trying to exit. And you can see Gabe, he's creeping it. He's like
Yeah, it definitely seems like Gabe's trying to be conservative and Larry's just going at it.
well, they made it out safe. And who's that behind? Who's the Mountain Dew car? Is that Gary?
That's Rob Malone.
Rob Malone. Well, he made it out too. He's 1 lap down, unfortunately, but he did exit pretty good. Now it looks like we got, let's see here. Yeah, we got pit stops opening up.
Yeah, they got the pack, or Gabe and Larry. They got the pack not too far back, and I think just what I think is that what they might have to do is obviously either wait for the pack or slow down for the pack so they can start saving fuel. Because if they stay out here in front, just them two for a couple laps, they're just going to burn off too much.
Right. You're better off backing off and, like you said, latch onto the draft and run 75% throttle or less if you can.
That's exactly it. And if a green flag does come out, like they're for sure going to have to pit.
You mean the yellow?
Or if a green, if caution comes out at the end of the race.
Yes.
A green white checker.
Yeah, they're still going to have to pit. which
Yeah, exactly.
is yee. Then that's turning to put you back into like what Zach's like to call it, the hornet's nest. So,
Dude Conrad and Logan Hilton pit for their final time. They are good to go from here. 23 to go.
and Logan got his fast repair. His car's all fixed up, and that's impressive having that damage on the left rear there the whole race, and he stayed where he was. Now he's got a fresh car, so that's going to help him with handling.
That's for sure. And these two are going to hope to hear get latched on. Ooh.
And hopefully they got latched on by
With the Larry Link, yeah, with the 1 and the 67 here, they're going into 1.
Yep. No, they got Eric Laurie with them too. They picked up a straggler. Oh, we got a car. Ooh, that just hit the inside wall in the grass and coming off of turn 2. We got Gary Whitmer that is sideways on the apron at the moment, getting it straightened back out.
Oh man,
Big challenge here tonight, surprisingly.
Yeah, it seems like the most
In the
dangerous
apron.
spot is
Yep.
the apron. Here comes Bud Steele, Charles Johnson. No mistakes in between these guys. Nice and good insurance. Now, guys, everybody's pitted.
money stop.
As it is.
See how this all plays out now, everybody, with maybe about 20 laps to go here as we cycle through our pit stops. Very impressive race tonight.
Yeah.
Very impressive. And here comes Dude. Gonna blow by them, of course.
Wow. Big lead for these guys. They must have did they take 2?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
So look at the gap they have.
Yep, 2 tire stops. 2 tires on that stop. Filled it up with fuel. And they got a huge lead. And they got Ted Decker right behind them. And also, who's that behind Ted? Is that the
It'll be Mike.
66?
66 to Mike Morrison.
So you got 2 lap down cars latched on with the leaders, which the leaders are like, hey man, just stay there. Help us.
No, that's exactly it. Those 2 lap cars are a cushion. They're a cushion for them. And hey, if those 4 cars can stay in line and push, it wouldn't surprise me if that gap never closes up.
Yeah, Bud and Charles, they're 6 seconds behind. Okay, and Gabe. Well, they can latch on with Gabe, though, can't they? And Larry. Okay, yeah. So the question is you get these, okay, well, you see Bud's definitely got the draft on Larry. You got 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 cars against 4. Do you think they can make up enough of ground in 19 laps? Actually, 18 laps?
I think they'll make it up, but the issue now is also with the 1 and the 67 is the fuel. The 6 and the 28 are the ones that are really, they got to get going, but they're racing. Look at these guys racing. So up front here, running 45.31 to Dude's 45.94. So yeah, they are running a good bit faster here, and I think they will get there. It's just
Just
right
fuel.
now they're racing pretty hard, yeah. And yeah, the other 2 are fuel. I think they're in major fuel save though.
Well, Dude and Logan do have a little gap there in between Ted and Mike, those 2 lap cars. Those lap cars aren't. Yeah. It's really, at the moment anyways, it's basically just a 6 versus 2. And
I believe they'll run them down, but it's going to take 10 laps, probably 10, 15. This could be near the end of this race where the other guys will have to pit.
Very interesting.
Definitely.
Well, a long race out here, trying to complete. Going to be completing 100 laps here tonight at Daytona International Speedway under the lights here tonight. Next week we head to Sunday night. They head to good old Talladega, 2.66 mile, fastest track on the circuit. That's going to be a crazy race to watch.
Yeah.
Especially with these tires, 3 wide, probably some 4 wide, and we don't even know what we're walking into. I don't even know how the cars handle. Well, how, so.
In this series tonight, they run cup cars only, or they run like variety?
What's that? What night?
Like tonight.
It's just cup
or
cars.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, it's Tuesdays is Indy cars, then Wednesday is cup cars, and then Indy cars, and then Thursdays cup cars. So freaky fast in the 2020 season. And that's so we'd have the cup cars, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 nights of cup racing, and then add in the World Series of Sim Racing, which is starting up in February. They're going to have the cup cars and some other stuff going on there, finalizing that stuff yet, which you know all about that because you'll be in that league, and I'll be calling the action of you and Zach and Brian running around there on Saturday nights at
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of talking about that 13 car this season, if it seems like our recruitment races. So
let's hope so. Crossing my fingers that I do get this season.
Well, guys, I'm looking at the lap times right now. Bud Steele out front leading this back 46.13 to Duke Conrad's 46.11. That's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done at all. Nowhere close. They're going to have to pick up the pace. At this moment, I'm not going to lie to you, I think it's sitting in the hands of Duke Conrad and Logan Helton here. Logan's got to do his best job of keeping that car nice and cool and pushing all as fast as he can, because these guys back here are going to be trying to catch up. And right there, 3/10 there, they take it that time. They're going to need those 3/10 though. And if they're going to keep that 3/10 up every lap, and it's still going to be close. But once they get in striking distance, they will start to get a draft. About a second back, they will start to get a pretty good tow from those cars ahead.
Well, and you have to think too that they're 3.5 seconds behind Logan, but then you also have to add on those 2 lap cars too. That's extra draft that the second pack's going to benefit from.
They're definitely going to start to pick up off of it for sure. Soon. So
I think it's going to be close. We're more than likely going to be looking at the last few laps. If this goes green, the last handful of laps is going to be, that's where the racing's going to be at.
Definitely. Ooh. Yeah, and that time right there, they didn't gain nothing. So yeah, it's going to sooner or later get out of the realm to where they can catch them if they don't, if they don't gain every lap. So, and the problem is, they're really kind of in the pack now. They got 2 cars on the outside. They're just not building momentum like they need to.
Do you think they should be running single file, or should be running it 2 wide and just all out?
I think single file for sure. Well, right there, 45.80 side by side, so it's compared to a 46.045. So 2/10 right there, and 2.5 really. So that's a good game. That's a good game. That's not enough, but everybody in this pack has to get the energy, and I think the biggest issue we're fighting right now is a few of these guys are saving fuel. Good on fuel. The rest of these guys, I don't believe are good on fuel. They're all fighting the fuel bug. So I think a lot of these guys are running partial throttle back here, so they're not getting the help like they, you think they would. See the lap time here, 45.54. That was a good chunk right there. Big chunk there. We're looking at almost 0.8 of a second there. If you do that, they'll be there in a few laps. the ebbs and flows of
Pack racing.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think those lap cars are gonna play a bigger role in this whole thing than we really think they would.
Yeah.
Because
car jumped down in front of the 6 and the 28 of Dale.
well, about 2 laps ago when they were matching lap times with the pack, that Ted Deckhart, the 79 there, but he was actually he was pushing Logan, or was really close to him, feeding him, momentum. And that last time, they were way slower. That first slow pack, and those 2 lap cars were not helping the 2 leaders at all.
Right.
And so, same thing that time. Leaders ran
3/10 fast, slower. So
yeah. So it's closing in. It's closing in fast.
I think right now, the biggest thing is Logan Hunt needs to get that car nice and cool. They're going to get there. They're extreme. They're coming really fast now at this straight line speed. Everybody lined up. This pack's going to get here. Cool your stuff down. When you see them getting within striking distance, you push as hard as you can to make sure they don't blow by you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And he also has to start saving his temperatures here for the last 2-3 laps of the race.
Yeah, for a hard push, definitely.
Yeah.
And here go the 6 and the 28 jumping out on the 07 there. Couldn't complete the run though.
Ooh, are the lap cars going to stay on the bottom? Looks like they are. That second pack's having to go high around the lap cars.
And this is where it's going to get dicey.
Is Logan going to go high? Is he going to leave Dude behind?
So.
Oh, he's kind of right there. He's looking. Well, he decided to stay on the bottom. I think the run would have probably just been a little bit too big to block.
Yeah, and you see the 07 here. That's a lap car, by the way. The second car in line, the third car in line are not. So here's the battle for the lead. The
lap car's going to drop.
Whoa, some net code there. That was almost very close. Good save by Dude.
Dale jumping in front, though, is going to hurt Dude so much. It's going to make a big difference in this race.
I think they wanted it. I think that's what they wanted.
Do you think Dude wanted that?
I think so. Maybe not, though, because we've seen these outside and this inside line be very, static.
Even, exactly.
So, at the moment, he has the lead, but Bud led that lap. So, this thing down his back straightaway is just where Bud has the free range to go forward. This is going to get interesting. And you still have the 1 and the 67 working back there. They're saving mega fuel save. Those guys know they have to just save fuel. It's their only shot to make it to the end here, the decent finish.
Well, you made your bed. Might as well just ride with it, right?
Yeah, and a lot of guys on the apron. Oh, a lot of wiggling back and forth. That's going to equate to some wreckage if that continues.
Yeah, I think we're out of the eye of the storm, like you'd like to say there, Cedric and Zach.
It's go time.
It's go time now, but if a caution still comes out, it's
anyone's game.
Exactly. You're going to have a bunch of those slab down cars that are going to stay out. Actually, yeah, at this point in the race, there won't be wave rounds because nobody's going to pit. But you're still going to have that lucky dog that's going to put, 9 people on the lead lap. And at that point, like you said, it's anybody's game. Anybody can win it. So you're going to see a lot of aggressive driving.
Ooh, if we catching that apron, sorry.
No, it's all right. It's good racing. 5 laps or 6 laps to go this time by.
Ooh, man, it's starting to get dicey.
It's getting dicey up here, guys. 5 to go.
They're playing with that apron a little too much.
Yeah, it can come up and bite you, that's for sure, as we come to 4 to go this time by here.
Very good race, like I said. Only 1 yellow so far. Knock on wood. We'll see if See if we have a car going under the hood across the start finish line to win it, backwards or through the air.
If we,
oh, sorry, good.
no, I was gonna say if we called it earlier that somebody's gonna finish and win the race in midair.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, right now, everybody, just so everybody's out there watching also knows, again, to point out the 07 there on the bottom leading this race is not the leader. That is the lead car of the pack, but it's not the leader. The car on the bottom there is a car battler for the second car on the inside and the third car on the inside are battling for the win with the two cars on the outside.
Ooh.
No, to wreck each other.
Oh,
And there
no,
it is. There's
There's a
the
caution.
big one.
Oh,
Jim
no.
Brooks is just getting mangled all up.
I hate to say it, but we kind of jinxed it.
Yeah, let's go back on the replay, guys. You can see it just coming. Let's see if we can get a shot here. Right with Logan, you can see come down. Oh, caught dude, and that was it. There goes Bud. And oh man, Jim Brooks he went for a ride.
Keep your eyes also on the 28th of Charles Johnson. He just made it through, avoiding everything.
Yeah, and the 6 also, but still both of them making it through there.
Okay, we'll go back here on the replay again.
Gabe Butler there yingling liking this caution also. But they're actually, did they have enough fuel for a green white checkered? I don't know if they do. They're going to have to pit probably. I mean, there's not many cars on the lead lap, so.
But Steele does have a little bit of damage. He kind of was banging around there in that pack as all that was happening. So it's going to be interesting to see if that affects his drivability.
And we'll have a green-white checker too.
It's showtime, boys.
Whoop, whoop. Get your flashlights out. Cameras. Get your iPhones, Android phones, whatever phone you got. Start taking pictures.
Well, it's going to be a green white checker here. Charles Johnson, Bud Steele stays out. Dude Conrad comes down. Bringing Gabe Butler, Larry Yingling, Logan Helton. That's going to be our guy. And Raymond Rittenauer. He gets a chance.
Huh. Our pole sitter.
And I believe Eric Laurie will get the wave round. The lucky dog, too, so he'll get a chance at this. So.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Larry slid through stall, lost out on a position on pit road. Quite interesting, actually, that him and Gabe came down on pit road. I guess they probably didn't have enough fuel if it did go green. I would assume.
I think that with this green here, green white checker, it was probably just best they come top it off, make sure. And I mean, they were a little short for the end, I think, anyways. So it would have been close. So yeah.
But we're only looking at 7 cars on the lead lap.
Man, and Bud's car, it was white at the beginning of the race. It is now. I have no clue. I'd hate to be the guy that has to wash that vehicle. Holy mackerel.
I would love to be the guy that washes that vehicle because that means I'm on a NASCAR team.
Washing car, yeah. After about 10 races, you go, this stinks.
Hey, as long as the paycheck's good, that's all that matters.
Very true, very true.
We got most of the lappers, actually pretty much all the lappers are coming down pit road.
And that's smart. Get out of the way. Get the lead lap cars up there, you know, so you're not shuffling around with one to go.
This is where you're going to need your friends, though, at this point in the race. Whether they're lap down or not, you are telling them, get to me and push. Get me up there, get me up front. Because it doesn't matter how many laps you lead, you only need to lead one.
Yep. One that matters is the last one.
That's exactly it.
Don't have a lot of lead changes here tonight either at Area 51. Only 13. 13 at Daytona International Speedway. 13 lead changes? Wow. That's a low number.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been tough to pass.
I think next week at Talladega is going to be the complete opposite. I think you're going to probably see anywhere from 30 to 40 lead changes.
Yeah. I have to agree with you on that one, Cedric.
I may be wrong, but it won't surprise me if...
May be right.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
I am working on my karaoke song, so
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm not ready yet. I gotta get to. I'll just give me time. I'm working on it.
How
I was told Thursday night that I felt like I needed to sing, so I asked the audience what song I should practice with, and I forget what it was.
Well,
now
how
I'm
you
having a
supposed
brain.
to practice if you get-
Yeah, I'm having. I know the song. I forget what the song's called
Okay.
because I got it in my head.
Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. You got this.
Hit me, baby.
One more time. Come on, you can't not end it.
All right. So right.
Lights are out on the pace car. You know, let's change the subject before it gets a little too weird.
That's right.
We'll get weird
Yeah,
after
it should matter here.
the race.
Do we have another green light checker? That'll be the question. Do we have another one after that? That'll be the question. But it's about to get freaky.
Rico,
What are
Rico.
What are your thoughts? We gonna get another one? Yes.
Yes.
No.
No,
50-50. Ooh.
you're a tiebreaker, Cedric.
I think. There's so much pressure on the rookie. I think. Yeah, I think there will be.
All right, I win.
Okay.
I think there will be one, and I think that I think a lab car might have to do something with it. I think that teammates and everything are going to be important, and like you said earlier, we have no idea what the teams are, but it wouldn't surprise me if two drivers try and look for each other, and
Well,
maybe cause a little mayhem.
I expect 5 of the 7 top 7. I expect everybody from pretty much not the first row to work together because those guys are in Discord together. So I'm gonna formulate that.
Ooh, most of the leaders on Discord together. Ooh, can I change my answer?
The first 2 are together.
Oh, okay.
Nope, but
Then never mind.
green's out. Here we go. Let's see what happens here as Bud's got a little bit of damage on his vehicle that he did not get fixed.
Pretty even restart here as they go down the short chute to turn 1.
Even restart, but does he have aero damage? Will it slow him down when he gets to top speed?
Yeah, and will these guys gang up on Charles Johnson? That's the question here. Bud not getting the greatest run out of the 2. Does the top line move? It does actually. The top line's actually moving pretty decent. Bud's leading it well. Here as we go down the back straight, the big bump from the 1. A Gabe in the 3 and 4 we go. Up the speed we are.
We're 3 wide in the middle of the pack.
Coming out of 4. Will we take this white flag?
Hopefully we don't. But it looks like we will.
White flag in the air. Charles Johnson leads us to the white flag. Will he be your winner? We'll see.
He would be ecstatic to win a race. He's got the lead.
Going into 1 here, nice and easy. He's got the Bud still in the door of the 1. The 1 can't make a move here from here. The 6 is going to have a good run.
We're going 3 wide.
Jumps out to the top. The 28 throws.
Stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom, Charles.
He slides a little bit off the bottom. He's giving it a little bit. He doesn't want to go high.
They're too high. The momentum's gonna die.
He needs to block.
No,
the
you need
the
to block.
block.
Go down, go down, go down.
He blocked, he blocked,
Oh, block the middle.
No, look at dude.
Wrecking.
Look.
Dude, dude.
Gabe Butler. Who won it?
Oh,
Charles.
Is that a tie? Oh my God, Charles won it by 1,000.
Second.
Are you kidding me? Again.
What a finish.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Gotta go back and watch the replay on that.
Wow, yeah, you have to replay that finish, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Let's watch this. Bouncing, beating, hitting. once again.
Charles Johnson actually threw the perfect block coming off of 4.
Wow.
I was actually worried that since he didn't go back down to block it the second time, I thought his race was probably going to be done right there. Ooh, but he managed to hold everyone off. Talk about a nail biter.
Wow. That was that's all I can say about that one. Great finish here, Area 51. A huge wreck also, but man, Charles Johnson bringing home the win. Dude Conrad a thousandth of a second behind, and Gabe Butler trying to go for the back-to-back Daytona wins, finishing 3rd. Wow.
Wow, it's right.
With the top 4 separated by less than 1/10 of a second.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna have Charles Johnson, like you guys said, dude, and Gabe as our post-race interview. So we will be right back after this quick word as we get everybody ready for this final week of action-packed racing here with Area 51. But we'll be right back.
Yeah.
The outside contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we're back after that quick word there from iRacing. All right, Zach, let's get ready to get an interview with our top 3 here. And let's see here. Cedric, do you want to take Gabe? And then Zach will take Dude, and I got Charles.
All right, sounds good.
All righty, well, we'll bring our 3rd place man of Gabe Butler in the one car up here. Get a talk in with our good buddy Cedric Hunter here. All righty.
Hey, Gabe, you got a copy?
Yes.
All right, perfect, man. Wow, what a finish. Wow, I don't even know where to start. Let's start actually with the strategy call. I'm interested in what your plan was with Larry. Did you guys have enough fuel getting to the finish before the caution came out?
No, we were going to be about half a lap short, so we were trying to save fuel as best we could. And then when that caution came out, we topped off.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it. We kind of had an idea in the booth. We just weren't too sure. And then seeing you guys coming down pit road at the very last caution kind of gave us an idea. But you come home 3rd though, so that's turns out even better than you could have hoped for. We don't actually, or specifically, I don't know what the team scenarios are in this league. Was there anyone that you were specifically working with in trying to get the win at the end? And what was the plan there, getting the green-white checker?
Well, it's every man for himself at the end there, but we've got a number of teammates in here: Dude Conrad, Larry Yingling, Eric Laurie, Logan Helton, Raymond Rittenauer. We've got a bunch of us. Dale Willoughby, Larry Yingling, I said. So any one of us, whoever was in front, we were going to push or do our best to get them up there.
Perfect. That's about all the questions I have, Zach. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add on top of that.
Just like to congratulate Charles for his win, and I forgot to mention Maurice Johnson too. He's one of our other teammates, but I believe that Charles said that's his first win in Area 51. So congratulations to him, and good job by Dude getting P2.
Absolutely, it was a really good win. It was a nail biter there coming to the end. Good job, Gabe.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
All right, that was our third place man of Gabe Butler there, as you heard from him. Coming up to the third place position tonight. Now, we will get our second place man of Duke Conrad. I'll get to talking here with him. Hey, dude, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Zachary.
Hey, dude, how you doing tonight, man?
Oh, man. We've been having fun over here at F51.
That's for sure. Well, we're having a blast up here in the booth. I mean, what a race tonight, really, man. We seen the first caution 5 laps into the race, and then we go all the way to the end, 97 laps in green, and you guys were playing all types of different strategies, but coming down to the end there, you restarted, I believe you restarted 4th, or at least up to the top line, and you made your way all the way there the second, 1,000th off the lead in that final move down the back straightaway to get to the top of Bud Steele. Tell us about that ride there at the end to almost get that win if you maybe had a little bit more on the bumper of that Camaro.
Well, we had good good help with Mr. Logan in the back of us. We knew Bud was going to be a little slow. His car was beat up. I'm not sure why he didn't pit to get that fixed. But so I told Logan in Discord, I said, "Hey, it's the last lap. Come on outside. We're gonna see what we get."
Yeah, you guys made a heck of a run coming off the top side there, and you got really, really close. I'm sure you would have liked to seen it go maybe possibly green there to the end because you guys were good on fuel. Did the strategy play out good for you tonight? Because you guys were actually really able to stretch the fuel there with you and Logan.
Yeah, when that first caution come out, we burned right at 3.5 gallons, and I'm not sure why the others didn't pit. We had that on them, so I knew they was either going to pit or go real slow. And we had enough to make it for one green white checker if that last caution didn't come out. So we was.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm not sure if Tuesday nights if you race too, but we go to Texas next here, Area 51, the IndyCar. Are you going to be there? And if you are, how do you feel about it?
I'm going to follow the 88, Mr. Gabe Butler. He's the IndyCar genius. I'm not going to say anything bad. I suck in them damn things.
That's me too. So, they're definitely a different cup of tea, as we would say. I guess they're a different side of the racing spectrum. But yeah, for sure, dude. Before we let you go tonight, man, for your great finish here in second place, anybody wants to shout out to?
I want to say congratulations to Charles. I know he's fought hard to get a win. I think this is his first win in Area 51, unless he may win in Indy or something. But I want to say congratulations to him and thanks to all the teammates we got: Logan Helton, Gabe Butler, Eric Laurie, Larry Yingling, Maurice Johnson, Gary Jenkins, and Dale.
Awesome, dude. Well, you have a great night, and we'll catch you Tuesday.
Zach, Robert, y'all should keep kicking ass, man. Y'all are so fun to.
Thank you so much, dude. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Y'all be good.
Yep. You have a great night. All right. As you heard from something, that's Duke Conrad.
Yeah.
Bringing home the second place tonight.
That guy's a trip. Love him. Love him to death, man. He's a trip.
That's right. Yep.
But all right. Hey, I'm down here with first-time winner in his league, and I'm sure he's just happy as could be.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll bring Charles Johnson on up here.
Charles Johnson, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. How you feeling?
If I can get my hands to stop shaking long enough, calm down a little bit. I'm going to tell you, I just beat 3 of the best drivers in iRacing: Dude Conrad, Gabe Butler, and Bud Steele. Have a lot of respect for those 3, and they made me earn it tonight, which makes it even more rewarding whenever you earned it. with those three, I can tell you.
Oh yeah, big time, man! Congratulations on getting that monkey off your back. Finally, you finally can say you won a race at Area 51. Man, what a race we had all night, though. I gotta say, two yellows, two yellows. You guys had two green flag pit stops or three. Crazy, crazy racing, awesome racing. I mean, it was a really, really good race. And how did it all work out for you to get up there to hold off that lead and start blocking and doing everything you needed to do, man?
Well, me and Bud just decided that we was going to use some strategy and run together and pit together most of the night. And I had a few other drivers. Jim Brooks was pitting with us. Michael Spell was pitting with us. Robert Richards. And we were just helping each other out and trying to stay up there with the lead pack. And we come out after that third pit stop, and we were pretty far behind. And I just told Bud, you hang on, I'm going to tuck it under you. We're going to go catch this pack. And that's exactly what we did. I mean, I would drift up and let my engine cool in the turns, get right back under them in the straightaways, and we ran them down.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you guys were about 5 seconds behind, and we were playing the fuel strategy too then, because we were trying to figure out with all the fuel with I think it was Gabe and Larry, they were going to run out, and we were watching what they were doing. And let's see here, Dude and whoever else he had, Logan, they took 2 tires, so that's how they got so far out ahead of us. And I brought it up to the guys here about pushing. How far can you push that car before it started overheating? How long could you push until you had to actually get out to get that thing to cool down?
Well, the key to it is to drift up in the turn and get some air on the front end and let the engine cool in the turns. And I was able to just continue pushing Bud down the straightaways, and I would just drift up in the turns. But if you tape it up, we were running 25% tape. You tape it up around 30 to 35, and you can do that, but you're not going to be able to push more than about two to three laps, and then you're going to start overheating.
Right. Then you go back to the old tango draft, back and forth. Yep. Which makes interesting racing.
It does. We call it slingshot, and we do that a lot in the Indy cars.
Yep. Well, speaking of the Indy cars, we will be live with you guys again Tuesday night as we're packing up and you guys are packing up and heading off to Texas with these cars, with the Indy cars. How do you feel about that and that race? Because a mile and a half in Indy cars, oh boy, hang on.
Yes, and that's a fast track with those Indy cars. You run about 220, 228. It is going to be interesting, I can tell you that. I look forward to it. Hope everybody comes out and watches us Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can say this much. If you're going to run 220 to 228 miles per hour, you're going to get freaky fast. So
absolutely.
Well, again, man, congratulations on getting your first ever win here at Area 51. I'm sure it feels really, really great. And people are patting you on the back. And, it's awesome to see it. And hopefully you can keep the momentum rolling, starting week 2 of your season 3 here. But does anybody want to give a final shout out to Bud before I let you go?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Gabe for pushing me there at the end and keeping me up front. I know there on coming out of turn 4, he turned me loose and tried to do his thing, but without him, I wouldn't have been able to stay up there in the first place. So thanks to Gabe. And like I said, have a lot of respect for that man and how he drives. So to be able to beat him anywhere on any track, you've accomplished something.
10-4, yes, I agree. He's a tough competitor as he won Thursday night. So he showed his way around there Thursday night, but you blocked him and you held him off and you held the rest of the field off to take home your first victory. So again, congratulations, Bud, and we will catch you Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you, Freaky Fast, for the broadcasting. Appreciate everything you guys do.
No problem.
All right, that was your winner tonight, Charles Johnson, in that 28 machine, bringing home his first victory here in Area 51, the Cup cars. So congratulations to Charles. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah.
And
well,
what a victory to wait. That's another thing to point out before we go into anything else is your first victory, it's always special, but to win it like how he did it right there, that's even more. It imprints in your brain, and he'll remember that the rest of his life.
Yeah. I don't know what that's like. But anyways.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Would
you
you
know,
like counseling, Robert?
maybe. We'll talk about counseling later, but I do got the unofficial results up here, guys.
Yeah.
If we want to run through this here real quick before we get ready to pack our stuff off and head off to Texas with the Indy cars.
Yes, sir. Well, our unofficial results tonight are Charles Johnson bringing it home at first place tonight. Second place is Duke Conrad. Third place goes to Gabe Butler. Fourth, Larry Yingling. Fifth, Eric Laurie. Sixth, Bud Steele. Seventh, Logan Helton. Eighth, Raymond Renauer II. Ninth is Corey Lane. The 322 of Maurice Johnson will bring it home, rounding out your top 10.
Perfect. You got the 07 of Dale Willoughby.
Yep.
Okay, good. In 11th, the 88 of Michael Spell in 12th. You have the 66 of Mike Morrison in 13th. The 86 of Kyle.
You're my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you're one away from it.
Kyle's
He's
in
at
14th.
Yeah.
Mike or Kyle?
Kyle.
Yeah, no, I said Mike in 13th. Anyway, okay.
12. Well, yeah, my bad.
So, the 86 of Kyle Hess, if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. In 14th, in 15th position, you have the 52 of Gary Whitmer. In 16th, you have Jim Brooks in the 76 car. In the 79th car, you have Ted Deckert. In 17th, Deckert. Sorry again.
Sorry.
You have the 01 of Brian Kaufman in 18th. And 19th, you have the 83 of Jack Walls. And in the 50 car, you have David Leclerc in 20th. And that rounds out your top 20.
I like the spin you put on David's name there. The 21st position tonight will be Robert Richards. In 22nd will be Rob Malone. 23rd, Donald Stewart. In 24th, it's Everett F. Lane. 25th position will be Gary Jenkins. 26th in that 36th machine is Larry Stubblefield. And to round out your field in the last place is Paul Regney in the 27th.
All right. That's your unofficial results. Thank you guys for that. All right. Well, before we sign off here tonight and get ready to pack our stuff up, what's your guys' thought about this race here? And how did you feel with your first broadcast up here at Freaky Fast there, Cedric?
The racing was really good. I wasn't expecting it to go green with a thrilling finish. And my expectations going into this broadcast it wasn't that high. Like, I wasn't expecting to do that good. I was expecting to do all right. I think I did really good up until the interview. I am so sorry, Gabe, for that interview, by the way.
All right.
Just so it's on record. But no, I think it went really well. So thank you for having me in the booth, and hopefully we get to do this again soon.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed it. Cedric up here with this, Robert. I enjoyed the race overall. I'm a man that doesn't need wrecks and crazy stuff to happen. I like strategies because I like calculating the numbers. They call them a cap and crunch. So I like my numbers are flowing and a crunching, and making sure these guys can make it these distances that they need to make. So great stuff there. And then you always got the green white checkers here at Area 51. You always can count on the crazy finish to the end.
Amen on that.
I gotta say that was probably one of the best Daytona finishes I've seen in a long time. Just generically, how it formed coming off of 4, the block to the high side, the move back to the low side, the 8 coming with the big head of steam. It just, I don't know. That was a very iconic finish in my book. So heck of a race between everybody really here tonight at Area 51.
Yeah. Like I said, whoever thought that you would see a fuel mileage strategy, even though we did have a yellow there towards the end, but it was coming down to that fuel mileage strategy at Daytona. That's something you don't see very seldom do you ever see a fuel mileage race at Daytona. So I give the guys props for that. That was just fun to watch, and I'm like you, Zach. I don't need to see all the yellows. I don't see all the crashes, and everybody. Some people don't know. These guys know. I don't like yellows. I just don't. I want to see pit strategies. I want to see strategies play out, different whatever. And these guys showed it here tonight at Area 51 with their season opener here with the SSS, which is called Super Speedway Series. But this next race on Sunday night, they will be at Talladega. So that's going to be fun to watch. We talked about it earlier, 2.66 mile track, 30 some cars in the field, running about 190 miles to 197 miles per hour on that track, 3-4 wide. We might even see five wide with these guys. Who knows? But make sure you tune in if you can't tune in to the rest of the week. But our next broadcast will be Tuesday night, 8:55, Facebook and YouTube, with the Indy cars at Texas with Area 51. But until then, everybody have a safe week. Don't work too hard, and hopefully we catch you on the next stream. But until then, God bless everybody. Peace out. Love yous all.
Later, everybody.
Later.